Yes, we keep going here. We have our next interview is here. Hi, Kim.
Hi, how are you, Anna?
Hi. So good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So, introduce yourself. Let us know like your background, what you do, and then we'll tell them how we've connected before.
Okay, so I'm Kim Pichot. I am a business growth coach. I have lived all over the world. Um, my parents were in mission work, but with higher education. So I grew up on university campuses, and I am a college professor. So it's come full circle. So I'm really passionate, Anna, about just helping people figure out their next step for growth. People come with all areas of expertise, and you know that so well. And just figuring out what that next step is so that they can really come into their own is super rewarding.
Yeah. So you have a lot of experience. So what were some of like the problems and challenges that you found while you were trying to grow this career for yourself?
Oh, it's fascinating, where have I gotten stuck? So I was very much in the model of one-to-one, and I have believed in that one-to-one model with all my heart forever, and it just wasn't working for me. Um, it's there were there's only so much you can do to scale, right?
Yeah.
You know that really well. And so I was going through that up and down of build up a number that I was comfortable with of clients, and then something would happen and they'd be gone and I would be starting over, and my income was up and down. And I started with you guys last maybe October,
Okay.
and I went through phase 3, but I was still stuck on that one-to-one model, loving
Mhm.
everything I was doing. And then when you relaunched class,
Yeah.
I really got inspired, and I was like, okay, I could do this one to many and impact so many more people. So I'm back in phase 1 and loving every minute of it, redeveloping a whole new concept. Um,
Ooh.
so I've done my first challenge. My second challenge starts a week from today. My Facebook page just passed 500 people this
Hey.
week. And let's see, my Instagram is growing.
Awesome.
It's exciting. As I relaunch and figure out what to do next. So yeah.
Yeah. So how did you learn about Classy Career Girl?
I actually ran across an ad on Instagram, and so it works. And so I just started exploring, looking into it. I was like, I tried a few things. I followed you for a while and just got more and more inspired, and figured it was time to trust someone to kind of lead the way.
Yeah. So I want to hear like with the class relaunch, getting inspired. It sounds like that was kind of when you made a commitment to do this one to many thing. Like what was that like when you kind of like made that commitment to make a change, which is it's hard to do.
It's challenging. Technology doesn't scare me, although you have to learn it. Um, and so I'd been watching you and several others, and I was in class, the previous version, and I was
Yeah.
exploring things, and it just made more and more sense to me. Being a college professor in marketing, I've always been in the business of imparting knowledge, and I have helped many, many startups. Um, I have worked face-to-face, one-on-one with over 200 startups. And so I was like, you know, if I can do it really well and connect with people in my classroom, I can connect with my students online. Why can't I connect with people who are really passionate and want to start a business, or they've started and want to grow that business? And so it was just time. It was one of those things that all of a sudden felt really right and really good. And it was just time to dive in. I honestly did not hesitate. It just felt so natural and so much like the next step.
And I love too that you found someone, you found the model, right? You found someone who was doing what you wanted to do. And obviously now you can learn, you can ask questions of me and like figure out like how it was put together behind the scenes. You can kind of see it yourself. So are you thinking like online course or membership site, or what kind of thinking you're going to create?
So I am really interested in working with, the sun just shifted here. And it got really dark. So I've been really interested in working with business growth more than startup. So I've been putting right now, I've been putting all of my startup materials into a course that will kind of be that lead in, kind of warm people up, help the people who are in that startup phase, but then really focus on the growth phase. So the growth, I want it to be a membership, and I'm not there yet. Just talked to a web developer friend of mine, and she's working on the back end of my website right now. So I figured I'm going to run this next challenge. I've got a couple workshops lined up to follow up, and then the next step is going to be just to say, hey, who wants to be the founding club, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll go from there.
Awesome. So what do you think would have happened like if you didn't follow the plan that we have?
I don't think I would have ever been here, Anna. It wasn't in my frame of reference. And, you know, I could look at a ton of stuff out there, but it wasn't until I was immersed in your environment and talking to people. And early in the previous phase, I had an accountability partner. Haven't quite connected with someone yet, with a group yet.
Well, we're people up.
Yeah.
Corey is now helping us partner up people up. So add your name to the list, and
my name is on the list.
You in one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll get you in a group.
So it's, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to just jump in and do it. So the accountability has been really good. Just seeing how, I know it's not easy, but seeing how much ease you have in this space, and actually watching your life, I'm like, that was me a few years ago. If only I'd been at your spot a few years ago. But anyway, it's been really inspirational, and I thank you for that.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I'm happy to help. And that's why we have those weekly coaching sessions too, or you can always submit a question for me and I'm happy to help, especially the topic of membership sites. I love talking about membership sites. So that is a topic and that's also in phase 5. I think we have some membership site training in there too.
Awesome.
So tell me more about the results then of this challenge that you hosted, like, because I saw that come up as a win.
Yeah, so I was getting calls from actually mothers of students who own businesses saying, Kim, I'm at home with this whole stay-at-home order and I feel responsible for my employees. No income is coming in and I've exhausted all my ideas. Would you hop online with me and brainstorm? My kids keep telling me I need to brainstorm with you. So it was actually inspiration through my students being at home and going, Mom, you should talk to Professor Pichot. And so, I talked to one lady, talked to a second one, talked to a third one, came back to the first one, and we started brainstorming. And she says, Kim, you need to really do this with all of us. And so I need those nudges.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, we're going to do this. And I organized my first challenge in less than 10 days. I said, okay, it's not going to be perfect. I have steps. I have this stuff. I have really fun exercises I do with my students in entrepreneurship. I've helped students launch in an afternoon. We can do this. And so I just took those materials and rearranged, tossed everything that was too teachy, and we had an amazing time. Throughout the week, more and more people joined. I started on Friday, I did a pre-live session, and I had 18. By the end of the week, I was at 43.
Wow.
So it was fun. It was so much fun to do.
Yeah, and when you're doing work that's fun, like then and makes you happy and you're passionate about it, doesn't feel like work, like I can just tell you're so excited about it.
It was time consuming. I won't deny that. I've had to clear my schedule for next week because I know I'm going to be very, very busy. But I have people in the wings waiting, and I'm contacting everybody I know and just saying, hey, join us. Let's have some fun and let's get some results.
So what would be your advice to someone who's feeling maybe stuck in their current situation? Like kind of how you were stuck with the one-on-one, you need to do something different. Like what would be your advice to that person?
Your advice? I'm going to use your advice.
Okay.
Take imperfect action. I am a perfectionist. It is so hard. I want my Facebook Live to be movie quality. I want everything absolutely perfect. And that's not what my audience wants. My audience wants real. And I think everybody, no matter what space you're in, your audience wants someone who is real. And so dive in, take one step a day, just eat away at it, and then take those leaps that are going to push you.
Yep. Because
you could spin wheels just doing the little things for months. Believe me, I've been there. Yeah. And just leap in and take that imperfect action, and you will not regret it.
No, definitely not. So where can people find out about you, about your challenge, and everything online?
So my Instagram and my Facebook and my website are all the same. Complete Success Inc. All together. Complete Success Inc. And it's there. You can join the group if you want to be part of the challenge, and we'll get you on the email list and get you started for next week. So awesome. There you are.
Awesome. So how are your students doing? I got to come talk to her students the other week. It was so much fun. I had, because I had one group and I opened it up to others, and I didn't really get that many more takers, but everybody was begging me to get you back to talk to them. They really enjoyed it. They're like, you should be doing more of this. We were talking to real people. I love that you did that. I love that you got real life, like business owners, people in there who can give real life information too. I think that's so valuable.
It is.
They'll always remember that too. They'll remember the real, not textbook, like the real advice. Too.
Yeah. So I keep Zoom live office hours, and I honestly just hang out in front of my camera for an hour a day, late afternoon, and my students can pop in and talk to me anytime during the summer. So it's kind of fun. Most of the time they use Calendly and make an appointment with me. But if they just have a quick answer, they know that I'm hanging out just like I would in my office, same time every day. And everybody's busy. Very different summer, more students taking classes because there's fewer jobs available. But everybody's happy and healthy and staying busy.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your experience. And I'm excited to see all the wins that you keep making happen. So make sure you share how the challenge goes, and so we can support you in the class Facebook group too.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.